Hello, good morning. It's so wonderful to come your way again. Inuagata no Sahai is my name, and I'm always so excited, inspired, galvanized, and glad to add value and color to your career, to your business, to your organization, to your church. So whatever you are involved in, that you are using to add value also to the society, I'm always so excited and inspired to come and make sure that it is taken to the next level. Inuagata no Sahai is my name once again. Now, there is a language that is universally understood wherever you go in the world. When you go to Sydney, Australia, they speak that language. When you go to Zurich in Switzerland, they speak that language. When you go to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, they are speaking that language and they understand the language. Go to Cape Town in South Africa, they speak that same language. Come to Nigeria, where this broadcast is beaming from, we also understand that language. And that language is a language called performance. Performance. Performance, performance, performance. British businessman Harold S. Gini made a very strong statement. He said, it is an immutable law in business that words are words, promises are promises, excuses are excuses. Performance is your only reality. Performance is your only reality. So it is very, very important that we put the issue of performance in the front burner. Now, Brian Tracy said the true measure of a business manager is performance, and that is it. Performance, what you bring to the table, the contribution you bring, the value you add. Now, we cannot discuss the issue of performance without talking about skills. Skills are value-adding abilities. Skills, in my own ways, in my definition, are performance abilities. They are what you use to make sure that you are able to perform. Skills cannot be removed from the performance equation. You cannot be discussing the issue of performance and the skills narrative will not be brought into the equation. And it is so important we understand this. It is very important we also understand that to be able to perform, one skill that we can never remove from the equation, especially in this period of global pandemic challenge, is the issue of soft skills. Now, to succeed in the challenging times of this season, of this era, you need the combination of hard skills, which we call technical skills. For example, the ability of the presentation director to be of this live studio telecast to be able to ensure that you are watching me without disruption or distortion this morning is hard skills, technical skills. Also, the ability of a mechanic to fix your car is also hard skills, technical skills. The ability of your tailor to make your clothes, the ability of a doctor to perform surgery, these are technical skills. These are so important skills. The ability of a pilot to fly a plane, they are hard skills, they are technical skills. Now, in addition to that skill set of your technical competency or your technical skills, you must of necessity add soft skills. You must add soft skills. Now, your technical skills, your hard skills, is what you know. But the soft skills is what you are, is the reason people pay you for what you know. You are a fashion designer. You can make clothes very well. You have that knowledge. You have that expertise. This is so important. But if you want people to always come and patronize that your fashion designing competency or skills, that technical skills, that hard skills, you must have soft skills, which we call relational skills, sociability skills, people skills, and these soft skills project you in a positive light that makes sure that people will always want to come back for repeated transaction with you. And that is why, since the last 5 to 6 weeks, I've been discussing from this book I authored, The Power of Soft Skills Towards Career and Business Advancement. We have been looking at it together, and for the benefit of those that have not been following, the series, you are blessed this morning to also be a part of the conversation. So the issue of soft skills is just so important. Your hard skills, your technical skills, that ability to fix that car, that ability to fix that laptop, that ability to construct a building, that ability, to design a stadium, that ability, to make that close, that ability to do so many things that require technical competency, your ability to mix your flour and come up with good bread, come up with good egg roll or other snacks that we have there. These are technical skills that are so important. But if you want people to always patronize that bread you have used your technical skills to make, you need soft skills. You need that human finance skills that will continue to attract them to come and buy that your product that you have made with your technical skills or with your hard skills. This is just so important. And that is why I will always love to continue to remind us the definition of soft skills. Soft skills are relational capacities and sociability skills which help you to exhibit behaviors and attitudes that enables you to effectively relate well with people and project you in a positive light. This is just so important. I have been emphasizing on this series since the last 5 to 6 weeks that there is no business that you will do that you will not relate with people. There is no career that you will try to build that you will not interface with people. Even when you say I'm into online business, it's another human being that is on the other side, of the computer, the phone, as the case may be. And it is very important you know how to effectively relate very well in a way that someone would always want to engage your services and buy your product. This is just so important, Now, one soft skills we must possess, in addition to the ones I've looked at teamwork skills, which is an example of soft skills. I've looked at communication skills. I've looked at customer service skills, which is an example of soft skills. And even under the customer service skills, we have also discussed the issue of resolving customers' complaints. We looked at the HEAT strategy of resolving customers' complaints, HEAT. But now, one critical soft skills you need to possess as a leader, as a person, no matter the sphere of life you are engaged in or that you are in, it is important you possess conflict resolution skills. Conflict resolution skills is an example of soft skills. And one thing is this that I wrote in my book, The Power of Soft Skills. I said that there is no way. I said it is extremely difficult for people with different ages, cultures, experiences, values, beliefs, and even different educational background to always work seamlessly under the roof of a workplace and not have one or two conflicts from time to time. Wherever there are human beings, there's a natural tendency that there will be one or two quarrels. There will be one or two conflicts. Now, when you mention the word conflict, what are the other synonyms that comes to mind? You hear the words such as dispute, quarrel, which I mentioned just now. You hear the words such as disagreement, discord, friction, strife, hostility, clash, tussle, fracas, and so many of them. Now, there is one interesting thing about all these other synonyms of conflicts I just mentioned. The interesting thing about them is that they all connote negativity. There is everything about all these other synonyms of conflict that I mentioned just now, like disagreement, quarrel, dispute, discord, friction, strife, hostility, clash, tussle, and so many of them. One thing that just resonates amongst all of them is negativity. They are all negative adjectives or negative terms, as you may want to see. And one thing about negativity is that it drives it takes off positive energy. I wrote in the book The Power of Soft Skills. I said lack of positive energy. The presence of conflict in the workplace is the absence of positive energy. I take that again. The presence of conflicts in the workplace is the absence of positive energy. Lack of positive energy significantly affects performance. When I was starting this conversation this morning, I said the language that is universally understood wherever you go in the world is the language of performance, results, value, contribution. And I said that cannot happen without skills. And now, if there is conflict in the system, there is going to be lack of positive energy. Lack of positive energy significantly affects performance. In other words, when there is conflict in the system, performance is at stake. You may want to write that down. Take your pen or type it in your phone. When there is conflict in the system, performance is at stake. I started this conversation this morning, this narrative, with the issue of performance. When there is conflict in the system, there is going to be negative energy. There will be no positive energy. And if positive energy is lacking, performance is at stake. That is why, as a leader, you must do everything possible to make sure that you reduce the issue of performance, of the conflict to the barest minimum. If possible, eliminate it. There is no way people from different spheres of life will come together, different religious background, different ethnic background, sometimes even different educational background. There is no way they will come together under the roof of a workplace that there will be no issue of one or two conflict. Now, look at it this way. In an organization, in a system, we have the people in the marketing department. And these people in the marketing department, they are always wanting to expand opportunities. They want to break fallow ground. And then they go out there, they see opportunities whereby the company's product could be further expanded into. They come around, they tell the company the opportunities they've seen, and also, the money or the budget that is required to drive it. But those in the account department, they have the natural tendency to not want to release money because all they often see is cost. The marketing people are seeing opportunity. That alone can brew conflict in the system. It can lead to arguments in the meeting or in the boardroom. So it is very, very important we take note of that. There's no way people from different backgrounds, will come together and there will be no issue of conflict. That is why, as a leader, you must do everything possible to make sure that conflict is eliminated from the system or reduced to the barest minimum. When there is conflict in the system, people will shut down intellectually. Now, what I'm saying is that shutting down intellectually means that people will not be able to contribute, or people will not have that, that drive to want to contribute the best of their creative and innovative ability to the system. People will even, shut down emotionally. They will lack that passion, that zest, that enthusiasm to want to, add value or contribute their quota for the advancement of the system. So it is very important we take note of this. There are a lot of cost consequences to conflict if not well managed. I wrote in my book, I said the research was carried out in a US hospital, and the research uncovered that one conflict cost an hospital $60,000 in 1 year, and in that same year the hospital had 200 kinds of conflict. Now that 200 kinds of conflict aggregate to $12 million value at the end of the year. The hospital just had 200 kinds of conflict that year. One of the conflict cost them $60,000. Aggregate that with 200 kinds of conflict. The cost of that conflict to that hospital in that particular year was $12 million. So the issue of conflict in the workplace needs to be seriously managed. And when I return next week, Wednesday, we are going to continue the conversation. We are going to be looking at strategies from this book, The Power of Soft Skills, on how to make sure that conflict is reduced to the barest minimum, and then performance can just be spot on in our system, and we are moving it forward. This is just so important. It is very important we actually look at it from this, from next week, and then be able to take things to the next level. My phone number is 080-6686-5060. That's it right there on the screen. MTN line is 080-6686-5060. The Glow line is equally there. It's 080-529-29 again, 120. I take it one more time. 080-529-29 again, 120. My website has been there too. You just look at it to get more information about me. And when I return next week, Wednesday, my name will not change. It will still be Inuagata no Sahai. Your day is so blessed. Thank you.